what's up, everybody? Happy May 1st. Happy Saturday. If you got to this end of the week, that means you made it through another week. So regardless of the bullshit you might have went through, you still here. Which meaning that we still here together. Which meaning we about to do some more cool shit. We about to check out this wrestling artwork from this week. You know what I mean? I want to take a look at this in detail. Before I do, I want to say I'm starting a new project this week. Wednesday, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the day. Wednesday, I'm dropping a new project. I'm super excited about, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But before we jump into that, you know, we gotta unselfishly find our way through the wrestling art community to dive into some of this artwork. And we're gonna go ahead and start with number one right here. Joshua Saga. My guy, Joshua Saga, what's going on, man? I had to pull this up because I did watch SmackDown last night. Roman Reigns is still reigning champion. And I don't got nothing to complain about this time because he beat him fair and square. He beat Daniel Bryan fair and square. You know what I mean? So, and he got the new theme music. So when I heard the new theme music, I was like, man, well, that's it for Daniel Bryan. My man Roman Reigns got the remix. So I had to pull this up. Shout out to you. Happy Saturday. It's a new guy that I just stumbled upon in the wrestling art community. I'm sure he's not new to artwork. I could tell by his artwork. Jensen artwork. Shout out to you, man, for this Orange Cassidy, man. This shit looks exactly like the fucking picture. In fact, it looks a little bit more crystal clear than the picture because I can see the people in yours in the background, and I can't see the people in the actual photo in the background of the actual photo. So I wanted to stop by, man, to say this is the Rolling Pin Podcast. I'm Gary Foods, and I like to shout out artwork, and I stumbled upon yours. If you find this shout out suits you well, go ahead and give me a follow back because that's what we do. We support each other. Great artwork. Shout out to Brooklyn. Art by Stash. I had to pull this up because when I see wrestlers that I usually don't see, it always just catches my attention because it's like, damn, somebody painted Mr. Head, Al Snow, and nobody ever paints Mr. Head, Al Snow. You know what I mean? So I had to pull this up. Beautiful. It resonates with me in the time period that I was watching wrestling during the Attitude Era. So shout out to Art by Stash for this work. MidSouth Maniac. I saw the name Maniac and I saw this sketch scribble, and I said, "Damn, he must be a maniac." Look at that. Like you were just like blacking out, and you blacked out, and you just was just, you know what I mean, scribbling away. That shit came out phenomenal. Though we gotta give a shout out to him for that, man. We gotta give him a round of applause. MidSouth Maniac. Great work on this whole thing, man. That shit's looking real good. NWO, New World Order. That's fire as a bitch. Look at that shit. Golly. Another detailed piece I had to pull up. Hey, I'm Lewis Creations. Hey, I'm Gary Foods. Follow the Rolling Pin Podcast back because I'm shouting out your artwork. Shout out to Bianca Belair for her win last night on SmackDown. This is the reason why I pulled this up. She was in a tag team situation with, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. I like how they paired them up together. More importantly, though, shout out to you for this detailed work. Bianca Belair is doing really well right now as the women's champion. Her growth is going to continue to rise, and it's all beautiful to see. Beautiful work by, hey, I'm Lewis Creations. Make sure you follow the Rolling Pin Podcast because this is what we do. Shout out artwork. And yours could always be on the post. It could always be posted. That's my son. It's awesome. My guy It's Awesome been on the roll. He's been holding the fucking Rolling Pin Podcast down by supporting the following Bronson Reed hashtag. I got to give you a shout out again. We already have an early prediction of what's going to happen. I can already visualize, due to this artwork, Bronson Reed rocking the fucking North American title. And it's looking so lovely. Thank you so much, It's Awesome, for continuously supporting the hashtag following Bronson Reed. And thank you, Bronson Reed, for acknowledging the following Bronson Reed hashtag and what we do. We humbly do it for you. And yeah, man, good luck. We're gonna be watching next week. You already know. Cesaro V. Cartum. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Cesaro because he's not an interfering man. He doesn't cheat. Cesaro's a very honest man. He came in late during the match during Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, and he attempted to go ahead and give Roman Reigns a piece of his mind, but it didn't work out too well for him at the end because Jey Uso then attacked Cesaro. But this is all setting up for a great Cesaro build for the Universal title opportunity that Cesaro deserves. And I gotta give a big shout out to Cesaro because he is very underrated. He's humble. But he's actually taking on Seth Rollins, another dominant force in the WWE, while also attacking Roman Reigns at the same time. That shouldn't be overlooked because it takes a lot to do that. Usually people are focused on one match, one person, but he's got two superstars that he's got to interchange between throughout. But nonetheless, shout out to this Cesaro. Looks like Cesaro went to Six Flags and sat down and was like, "Yo, drop me real quick," and he got this. It looks good. The Smiling Viking, what's going on? Follow the Rolling Pin Podcast because this is what we do. We shout out this artwork, and I brought up yours because it caught my attention. We got Mean Gene, we got Hogan, in a very comic book-esque type way. I like this shit. It just caught my eye. I like it. Dope. Yeah. The work speaks for itself, you know what I mean? Shout out to Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, Mean Gene. You already know. Alistar Black from Chaotic Color 2.0. I had to pull this up as well, man. Alistar Black, man, I swore he was lost for a minute. I thought Alistar Black, I thought they didn't know what to do with his character, but it seems like he's coming around. We finally getting that dark-ass Alistar Black that we need. This is like The Undertaker all over again for me. Early stages, if they do it right. If Alistar Black can tap in, he can go full blown Undertaker 2.0 mode. Shout out to Chaotic Color 2.0. But I'm just saying, there'll never be another Undertaker, but we can get that same dark feeling from Alistar Black. He can do it. He can take it there. I see it in him. I can look in your Alistar Black's eyes and I still see it in him. So make sure you follow the Rolling Pin Podcast back. Show some love. Which leads me into my last and final art shout out for today. Tatar Cack Doodles. Man, I be fucking up these names, man. I hope I'm not fucking up these names. But shout out to Darby Allen for the TNT Championship title reign that he's had so far. Recently, he went against number 10 of the Dark Order last week, and it was a great match. And, at the end, they commemorated Brody Lee and whatnot. So they still making sure his legacy lives on. So that was all beautiful. I brought up this Darby Allen piece for a couple reasons. One, because yours is very detailed and it's fucking beautiful. And I like, it appeases me. It got my eye. You know what I mean? I like how you did that. Perfectly shaded. It's wonderful. It also leads me into my announcement for my project that I'm actually going to be launching next Wednesday. It's tied into all of this. So make sure y'all stay tuned this Wednesday coming up so I can drop it for you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the Rolling Pin Podcast. Thank you for checking out everybody's artwork that I brought up today. Thank you for being yourself. All right. This is Gary Foods, Rolling Pin Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all have a great and terrific Saturday.